Hey, put it in that Glade trash bag and throw it out, please.
Too small.
Look at this nice little angular that was broken here.
Dbloc's back.
Oh,
if
sweet.
that was-
Dbloc's back. I don't have to be sidekick chartist anymore.
He's finished up.
No,
Is
I
he the
meant,
one that's
I meant
all
because
the
he's open
noise is
mic.
coming from?
Mike.
That's Dbloc, I think.
That's Dbloc. He's just on the phone with his executive staff, and he's telling them how it is.
Dbloc, what's going on over there? You in the trading room? Now it's every time we mention it, it stops. It seemed like he's still having.
Because
He
I
must
bet
still
he
be having
heard it.
technical difficulties.
I bet he heard it.
So like based on this little 5-second here, see we broke this angular, came back, retested it, and we made a higher high above the 200. Now we're just gonna rip to the moon. No, I don't think so. But yeah, this doesn't look too bad.
It doesn't
As
look
long as we
like
hold this level here, it seems like it's trying to base out here at this level.
5
Like,
seconds.
TA on the 5 second.
yeah,
5.
screw the 5-second chart though. I don't even know why I did that.
If they could put the orders through quick enough, I'd throw some fucking money on 5 seconds.
Now that we know we're above that, I mean, we're above the 5 or the 50 EMA and the 15-minute. I'll try to sort of emulate a little bit like with Dbloc strategy. You did have this sort of bullish cross with the 5 and 13, and now they're both above the 50. So,
Hey, Quiet, I don't mean to interrupt you. Just let you know you're back on YouTube again, because probably nobody told you.
I thank you for telling me that.
great. No,
My
all right,
fault.
everybody stop with the swearing now. I mean, yeah, but it's not like my chart's on YouTube. I'm just talking.
No, I mean, just to let you know that your voice is on. Never mind.
Oh, all right. Thank you. I appreciate it. The only thing that's kind of threatening, we did have these two vectors. This one got recovered already, but this one hasn't. And this whole thing right here was a vector, but then it was also like this big stopping volume candle on the 1 hour. And we didn't even come close to closing below that, so that's been safe pretty much ever since about here. So we draw these little micro fibs. If it was to retrace, I could see 82.5 again. Maybe testing the daily open potentially, but I don't know. Let's look at some oscillators. I mean, as far as the 1 hour, the RSI is still on its way up. We got after a period of being pretty oversold. The 1 hour RSI is still going. I mean, you could potentially have that bearish flip on the stochastic, but that if we go to the 4 hour, yeah, look, the 4 hour, it's sort of just the stochastic, it's sort of double bottom and it's just starting to continue to pick up momentum. The RSI is still low at 37, but it got oversold, like even on the 4 hour. And then you had this sort of bullish divergence almost. I don't know if that's really a bull div because there wasn't a low in the RSI. But I remember I did see like a pretty nice bull div on the 15-minute. If you look here, this is part of the reason why I took the position was because you had that low, the RSI was way oversold. Here, down here it was at like 15, and up here it's at like 20. So you got a bull div in the oversold zone. So they were both below 30, but you did have a higher low in the RSI as the price went lower and swept this liquidity. And I was looking at the heat map. I saw that the liquidity got taken out. So I don't know. I ended up holding that and feeling pretty safe about the position. The thing that's got me sort of questioning now is I was actually looking at a different type of strategy, which here, let me turn these off so they're less confusing. I'll add these. EMA.
Please enjoy the music while your party is reached.
Oh yeah, I forgot the 50 EMA is already on the chart. We'll just make it a little bit bigger.
I'm here, y'all. Just fighting some PC demons. In a minute.
Dbloc, the block of the man.
Bagon is he's acting as your sidekick.
He is
Yeah,
officially.
I guess I was elected as the fill in while you're figuring out your technical difficulties.
You now have to share your office with an intern.
So on the 1 minute, I use this sort of EMA cross strategy where the 50 crosses the 150 EMA. It hasn't quite crossed yet, but this is why I was feeling like my position was a little bit threatened, was because we were coming down below this 0.5 and then we almost threatened this low, but we're still getting higher lows from right there, and these EMAs haven't crossed yet.
Which emails do you have
So
on there?
it's the 50 and the 150 EMA on the 1 minute. It's like a 1 minute scalping strategy, but it's pretty good for entries and exits, or like if I'm feeling weird about a position and debating whether or not I should take profit or cut the trade early.
Definitely. For
So
me,
that leads in, I was going to ask you, like, when you're doing your scalps, I mean, you probably just answered the own question, but let's say you're taking something that's quick in and out, and then what do you look for like the exit or like the top, or what, like you can find bottoms good, and then how do you usually spot a top?
Well, I mean, I like to sort of, if I take a trade based off of one strategy, then I like to try to stick to that strategy. But I didn't take but if I take a trade and then I think like, oh hey, well, what could be the reason why I should take profit early? It might be because like this strategy here would have printed a short signal. It hasn't printed a short signal yet because this EMA hasn't crossed, the blue one hasn't crossed the green one. Like it hasn't met the criteria for a short entry yet, so I wouldn't want to take profit on my long just yet.
Yeah, I know this one was like you were saying earlier, is more like you're gonna most likely like kind of hold or you were trying to swing this maybe a few days, but just assuming this was just like beam or something else that you were just scalping, you would look for that one or the 150, or is there?
So yeah, like what would need to happen would be
percentage, man.
first I'll show you like kind of the criteria for the long entry, and that would involve so higher lows, like it has to be already kind of reverse and putting in higher lows.
Where did you
You
open
want
this one?
my entry's way down here.
Literally the bottom right there?
Yeah, hold on, I'll get the
Did get to you?
no, I'll get the actual exact entry. It's on my exchange though.
Wow, how did you catch
My
that?
entry is a 81,750. Oh no, sorry, 81,652 is my entry.
How did you catch that?
I just looked at it and said, "Hey, I'm gonna enter this." It kind of caught a falling knife, and I saw that bullish divergence forming. Took a chance on it, and there was a lot of liquidations that got swept at that price too. So if I actually look at it, well, hold on, I want to put the price on my chart just so that there's something to reference. Where's my entry? 81,652. Bring my chart back up. So how close to the bottom did I actually get?
What was the actual recent bottom at 70? What 70 high 76?
This is about today.
I was just
Yeah, I basically caught the bottom. That's my entry.
started from the bottom. Now he's talking. Started.
If you don't believe me, I'll post it in the chat.
Screw you, bro. Come on.
Where's Oh, I can't
I
post this
no
because it
doubt.
has my name on it.
No doubt, dude. I believe you.
I believe you. No, he goes in a lot of positions. And I don't know.
I'm back, yo.
What up? What up?
Yeah, no, it's-
Chilling. We only have
But
2 hours to get above the CME gap until we stop calculating the psychological ranges, so we should make the move soon.
make the move.
2
Uh,
hours. What?
where?
Yeah, I think
Oh,
we're all
okay.
muted up.
Where's the bubble chat?
Bubble chat.
Oh,
Bubble chat.
yeah, it might be easier to find in the bubble chat, but yeah, dude, that's like I don't know. I guess I just caught a falling knife, but yeah, that's what I I saw like that liquidity sweep and then that bullish divergence. Oh, I'm on the wrong chart now. Yeah, whatever. I'll leave that line the way it is. But what did I want to bring up? Oh yeah, the Coin Inc.
Hope everybody has
I
a
don't
wonderful Sunday.
I don't know if it's still gonna be up there. I might have to zoom out to actually show where the entry was. Yeah, it's not even showing it that strong, but there was a lot of this liquidity wasn't here at the time, and I had seen a lot of liquidity get taken out, and then I also saw a lot of this liquidity building up overhead. So it's kind of a gamble that like, hey, the price is going to naturally probably try to drift towards that liquidity, especially after most of it had been taken out, because all of this stuff, well, not all of it, but most of it didn't show up till later. So I just accompanied that with the bullish divergence, and then what seemed like, I don't know, just a large, like these large sharp sell-offs are kind of like they're usually going to attack liquidity or like right here, right here. It's a big fast move where they go for a liquidity sweep, and it usually takes out the previous low or previous high. Swing fail patterns. It's not quite a double bottom. It's like just a slightly lower low. Sometimes it's a little bit more than slightly lower, but still like sort of a swing fail type look. And then accompanying that with the bull div on the 15. I just took a swing at it. But if there's a ton of sells coming through, I'll just buy it. Yeah, ended up bouncing.
You got it.
There was also these vectors there too. So this vector got recovered really quick, and then there's more clusters of vectors further up. It ended up making it to the 618, 83,448, and that's where you kind of got stopped. So see the 150 EMA on the 15-minute? That's also a spot that it had trouble. So that's why I'm wondering if that could have been a rejection. So I guess I would wait to see if it puts in a lower high here. But staying above this 0.5 is pretty good so far. This is also an anchored VWAP from the previous all-time high at 75. But yeah, I don't know. I mean, I guess we still kind of technically have momentum going for us with the 513 crossed up. They haven't crossed down yet. Like, so there's no death cross between the 5 and 13, and you're above the 50. So I'd say there could still be momentum, even though there is signs of rejection. But I like that the 4-hour is showing that momentum is kind of just starting to pick back up. I think I'm still going to try to target like the 85 area, see if we get a bearish retest of the bottom side of this channel and the top of the CME gap. And then I'd probably take profit, especially if the weekend trap thing continues to play out the way that Dbloc's expecting it. Or kind of like the potential of it reaching the high again. Dbloc, where do you think, where would you say like the high of the trap would be if the
I'm taking a look at some of the liquidations now on the Coin Inc. We've got some liquidity down at 8-1 that I think gets tapped, but I don't think that's our immediate target. I think our immediate target is this liquidity here that we have above 836 to about 838. And if we come over here, it's basically this red block here, 836 to 838 takes us right to the CME close. So sweeping that liquidity in the next hour gives us our psychological range encompassing the CME close. One of my favorite trades.
Okay,
Oh,
Dbloc.
Yeah.
Somebody wanted me to ask you how long it takes to calculate the psychological high and low.
From 5 o'clock in the afternoon to 2 in the morning, I believe, on Saturday.
Is that Eastern Standard Time?
Yeah, Eastern.
We made Kelly ask that because we'd already asked it 10 times. So we
It's
bullied her
like,
into asking it.
I'm used to it.
The
It's
only reason I
fine.
said somebody is because I wasn't sure if I remembered the correct phrasing. I didn't know. I was like, I don't know what I'm asking. Like,
No,
I
that's
think
a good question. I would.
answer that.
if I remembered
just
it
think
like
blank.
word for word, I would have just asked it. This-
Somebody's
I'll
voice
write it
was
down.
roboting a little bit there. I don't know who it was though.
I think it's Guns is on the bad computer.
But I say it's not me. Is it?
Nah, you're good.
It might have been you. Oh, it's definitely Guns.
Yeah.
Is that
Sound like you're dying, 3 guns.
freaking Blair Witch Project over there?
is he sick?
Computer's
His
sick.
computer's sick.
Going through an exorcist, his
Yeah,
head's
me soda.
backwards.
Yeah, I'm just on that bad tap, dude. I'm on that bad tap. It sounds like that would be.
Oh
Oh my
God.
goodness.
I don't know why I have this on my chart. 83,574.
There's also
Is that some
one
sort of
last.
significance.
There's also
There's
one
so
last
much-
vector in that same range that we were just talking about. It's gonna come down to holding this 50 EMA here on 30. I like it for the most part. I think we end up at least in the weekend trap, even if we don't get high enough. Nah, we'll get it. We'll get it.
You sound much quieter than usual, Dbloc.
Am I? Let me make sure that my mic is good.
Yeah, you're really quiet, Dbloc.
He
Like
sounds
you're in
fine to me.
Zen.
He's
Oh, I am kind of
There's
zenned
not-
out, but I don't know if I'm talking at normal volume. Let me see.
just like very soft, and he sounds very soft.
Soft and soothing.
I'm in my soft era.
Did the
Yeah,
Geek Squad come out and fix your computer?
Nah, not
he's
yet.
He's got the voice of like a guided meditation right now.
Gonna put everybody to sleep. Great. Hey, my input volume is up.
Yeah, super guided meditation. Yeah, it's pretty quiet. Yeah, and on Discord.
How do I get these red boxes off?
Yeah, you got. There's a lot on your chart, Qui-Gon. I have like analysis paralysis.
There you go. Put it in the terms there. Yeah, there's a lot that goes into this indicator. I don't use all of it. You don't really need to use all of it.
I don't
know why
have.
he put so much
Show
on here.
I don't have
Sessions,
one
show-
single. I don't have
show-
one single indicator that I leave default. It's just that they add so much useless shit.
Yeah.
Right
I mean,
there,
I don't
Qui-Gon
know.
shows.
Show what?
Uncheck show sessions. Is that what you?
It's
And-
I mean, dude, I could turn all of this off, honestly. I don't know what the red boxes are, but
Those are the sessions.
all of these. Oh, was that it? All of these things, I don't know why he put all of the. I mean, I know why he put all of this in here because he was like a institutional guy, and he tracked all of the different like markets, like when they open, when they close, and all that stuff. But just using it for regular trading. All you really kind of need is the vectors and the EMAs. You don't really need all the other fancy stuff. Which, why is that? Oh, okay, the vectors are still on there.
You're
I mean, I
green.
guess
You're
daily open, or daily high, daily low, stuff like that.
your
It's okay to
candles are
leave on.
kind of an ugly green.
Ugly green.
How's that for the mic? Is that better?
Yes, good.
Yeah, sound great.
All right.
What did I?
I just got to remember that I put the gain up, so when I wake up tomorrow and I'm blowing everybody's eardrums off, I'll know what happened.
Why do my gaps look like that? My gaps are like colored green and red.
I wondered why you chose that green. I was like, oh, he's got weird taste. And
I had this indicator set up exactly the way that I liked it, and then for some reason, the next time I put it on my chart, the settings weren't saved. So I
I
have
thought
no
maybe
idea.
you just had like bad taste in colors, or maybe you were colorblind.
Yeah, that happens with my settings as well. If you delete it from the chart and re-add it, it just defaults back to the default settings.
I'm gonna have to try to find.
You got to go and put it as, when you're done, go put it save as defaults.
I did that though.
Okay.
And it's still all right.
As long as you
this
save
might
a
have
template,
defaults.
when you put save as, you can save a template. Even when you bring it back on your chart brand new, you'll be able to always go to that template.
Yeah, that's what I just did. I finally caved in. Instead of trying to change it, I just went back to that template that had it set up the way that I liked it.
My whole thing is simplicity. Like, after being in the game for a while, I've noticed how many like double and triple, quadruple redundant indications I was looking at. And yeah, you just go fine tuning after a while. Your toolbox, while it'll get bigger, the tools that you use every day will get smaller and smaller. And then it's just about, I think when you first start your first couple sessions, you think it's about using all my tools all the time, which you can do because you'll get confluence by doing that, and you know, but it does cost you a little bit of time. But it's really about knowing when to pull what tool out. Yeah, in what environment does this tool shine versus this one? Like when market maker starts losing control of these weekend traps and we go parabolic, I'll be leaning way heavier on market Cypher than I will on the vector candles, right? Because market maker is not in control. So while I'll be looking at the vector still just to know what's going on, that won't be my main indicator.
Do you think market Cypher is hard to learn?
No, not at all. Not if you look at it like how it's. So you know what I'll do? I'll do it tomorrow. We used to run just like Traders Reality. We used to use everything that you use in Market Cypher before Market Cypher, but it literally looked like this.